Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for March 1st. March 1st, 2018. Okay, so, yesterday, practically all day yesterday, I was thinking, oh my goodness, it's going to be a new day and a new month and a new season, a new opportunity. This is a new chance. Good morning, Bridget. Just excited for the whole month to start because it's another opportunity. And every time I turn over something new, I get excited about that. I get, drink a little Exciterade with new things and new opportunities. But let me tell you how tricky it is to go down a slippery slope. Good morning for all who are joining me. This is how quick it is. As excited as I was about the new month starting, and oh my goodness, and I've got so much going on, all that excitement. Let me tell you what happened. Instantly, I said to myself, oh, but I got to go back to work. I've been on a special assignment, and now I have to go back to my regular job. I got to go back. Let me tell you where that was getting ready to go. It was getting ready to go downhill real quick. A slippery slope into negativity. Okay? And I entitled this perspective, Stop and Reframe, because that's what I had to do immediately. I had to see, I had to be aware enough. I know Hollie. Good morning, Shima. And I think I saw Leonard too. I had to immediately recognize that I was getting ready to go downhill, and I said, stop. First of all, little sister, now this is how I talk to myself. Okay, you got to know how to talk to yourself. I'm not one that I can tiptoe around and, say nice little things to. I just look right over that little cute, nice stuff. So I had to be real with Hollie and say, oh, I've been in here crying this morning. Sorry, I got my little stuff running. Okay, I had to say, look, little sister, first of all, you don't have to go anywhere. You get to go back to a place that you enjoy and love the people that you're working with. So I had to stop immediately and reframe that thing. And so I said, well, let me, I'm sure I'm not the only one who has to catch themselves. And so I said, well, let me reframe this. Let me give this to the Perspective family this morning. Hey, Baron Taylor. And so I'm going to encourage you as we start this new month, this new chance, this new opportunity that we don't quite know. I mean, we got a whole lot of plans for the month, but we don't quite know all that's going to happen. That you be on the lookout for negativity. That you be on the lookout for thoughts that can go downhill, slip and slide right into the negative zone. The quicker you can recognize them and reframe them. Immediately. I had to change that thing up and say, well, hold up, sister. And I reframed, I have to, and I changed that into you get to. Okay, so we have to be aware enough. We have to know ourselves well enough. I did not let myself off the hook. The assignment that I was on was fascinating and just played right into my strength zone, and I loved it. That was about to be an excuse for me to slip into negativity by saying, well, I got to go back and I have to go back to my regular old slow your roll. Okay? Don't allow yourself off the hook that easily. I was thinking some other stuff. And when you run up into somebody who's always, doing different things, and this is how Hollie thinks, and I know I am not the only one. Instead of thinking, she is always doing her own thing, stop and reframe that thing. Because if I allow myself to think about that person as she always doing different things, I'm going to have a certain little attitude about her. I'm going to greet her. I'm going to approach her. I'm going to work with her a certain way. If back here I'm thinking she always doing her own thing. So you got to stop right there and reframe that thing. That sister is very creative. She always comes up with different ways to do things. It's a reframe going on. I promise you, if you allow yourself to stay in that mode of thinking, I'll just stick with that example. She always up to doing stuff different. She always doing different things. If you allow yourself to stay there and think that thought pattern, go down that path, you are going to approach and deal with and connect with that person a certain kind of way. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Johnny. Acknowledge where it's negative and don't excuse it. See, that's where we go wrong. We can see stuff. We know it's raggedy. And we'll fix it up and pretty it up and excuse it and mitigate it and minimize it so it don't stink so bad. It still stinks. And it's going downhill fast. So you have to stop immediately and reframe that thing so that you can get back on track. You know, even for personally, good morning, Mother. Hey, Leonard. Good morning, Mother, Nurly Pearly. I used to allow people to call me cheap, and I would even say, now Mother's probably laughing at this, I would even allow myself to think about myself being cheap until I recognized, nope, okay, here's the stop, and here comes the reframe. No, because I can look around and see things that I've invested in. I am not cheap. I have chosen where to put my investments, Tanya. And so that was a reframe. I no longer allow people to say, girl, you are so cheap. Oh, no. No, I'm not. I simply choose where I'm going to invest. My girls, education, experiences, travel, I invest. Learning, I invest in that. Now, shoes and handbags and you know, cute clothes, okay, that's not an investment to me. So I know it's a stop, because if I allow myself to think of myself as cheap, I'm gonna play myself cheap. I'm gonna play myself, did you hear that? I'm on. That means I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna play myself cheap if I allow myself to think of myself as cheap and I allow other people to call me that, even with a smile, even in jest. No, stop. Here's the reframe. I choose what I'm going to invest in. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Shima. Financial priority. Oh, I like it. That's even a better way to say it. So this is what I'm saying. We have to be aware of where we're getting ready to slide down into negativity, and do not allow it to be cleaned up in a nicer version, to be overlooked, to be minimized, to be prettied up. Okay, perfume over mess, perfume sprayed on crap is still just nice smelling crap. Okay, we got to clean that stuff up and reframe it. Good morning for all who are joining me. Hey, Brian. Okay, so that's what I'm just saying. I saw it in myself. I was going downhill quick, and I had to stop and reframe that thing. Okay, now I'm back on track. I'm going to go in with a beautiful attitude and not be, not allow myself to go down the road. Ooh, I have to. No, you don't, sister. You get to. Okay, so just think about it. You have your own scenarios, your own examples, your own life. I know I'm not the only one who can slip and slide into negativity. I promise you, if we don't change that and reframe it, catch it very quickly, reframe it, just stop and reframe that thing, or else we will deal with people. We don't even recognize, we will not recognize that it's coming out ugly, it's coming out short, it's coming out in a negative manner, it's coming out with an air of arrogance or superiority. Listen, so we got to fix that. We won't recognize it, but until we change this, that is how it's going to come up. Whatever comes through here is what's been marinating in here and rumbling around in here, and it's going to come out, and then you're going to start walking that thing out. Stop and reframe. You fill in the blank with what you need to stop, okay? But don't excuse it, okay? Happy March. Welcome to March. March is a wonderful month. Okay, until next time, take real good care.